Good afternoon, everybody. The Irish Demon back again. Today we got a really interesting video for you. This lady in court, little bit of a Karen, I gotta tell you, decides to go missing from dealing with this situation for 7 whole years and then acts as if the whole world owes her a favor. But this judge is not messing around and he gets big mad.
What is your name?
Danelle Marie Crowell.
Spell that for my court recorder.
DENELLE MARIE CROWL.
Okay. Somebody from the city attorney's office is signing a nollie process. I don't even know who this person is. Linda, who is Brian Hamilton? Who is Brian Hamilton?
Campbell?
No, from the city attorney's office, I guess.
You want me to go get him?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry to be wasting your time this morning, Your Honor.
Well, where have you been for the last, I don't know, 7 years?
Between Michigan and Mississippi with my 5 children.
So why weren't these matters addressed by you?
I didn't have an income. I'm disabled with 5 children by myself. So I'm not financially able to do them kind of things. I got pulled over taking my autistic kids to school. They missed the bus and their education is really important. Without that, I would have milestone setbacks like you wouldn't believe. So I took them to school, not having a license that morning, lost my car, and got the tickets.
Well, let me ask you this question. How is it that you have a car without having a driver's license?
I was blessed.
You were what?
I was blessed. Someone blessed me
What
with
about-
it.
Yeah, but that means you have no insurance.
No, I have insurance, plates, tags, and all of that on my vehicle, but I have someone else drive it.
Well, but here's the problem, man. Most insurance companies have a clause in their policy that says we don't have to cover anything and if there's not a validly licensed driver behind the wheel. So for all intents and purposes, you don't have insurance. So while you're talking about, taking your kids around.
That was a no-no, yes, I am
well,
aware.
That's not, I mean, that seems rather, that doesn't seem like the responsible thing to be doing.
That's why I changed around. I got myself out of trouble. I've been trying to clean up my ways, not doing the same mistakes I've made in the past.
No, but you're acting as though you deserve, a pass for this.
No, that's the wrong impression. I am totally apologize if that's what you got.
Oh yeah, that seems like a pretty legit apology right there. To quote Borat, not.
When I got the ticket,
Okay.
I had the car blessed to me because I was in a domestic violence situation. I just got out of the Y. I was trying to keep away from this individual. That was supposed to be something I was working on to get to my own, and instead I didn't ever get financially set to do so. It went to impound. I never got it back.
Okay. Who are you?
Brian Hamilton,
Have we met?
yes, like once or twice, I believe.
When did we meet?
I think it was a couple weeks.
Ma'am,
Yes,
how did this come to light most recently?
because I've been trying to seriously every little thing in my life, right down to my credit report. I've been
Oh,
trying.
no. You're not answering my question. I don't really, that's not what I'm asking you.
What was the question that I
That
missed?
is not what I'm asking you. You apparently haven't been seen on this case. Let me look here.
Oh, in a long time, like 7 years, maybe.
And do you think that's something to be proud of? Just bold as brass. Ah, yeah, it's been like 7 years, no big deal. And then you expect the court to do you favors.
Because I tried to save up money to get my license, and they told me I have
The
tickets.
last time you were here was for a pretrial. Oh, no, you appeared on June 8th. And it got set for a pretrial.
Before
So how
Christmas.
is it that you happened, what led to you being here on June 8th?
I've been coming in and the court dates kept getting rescheduled. I came in since before Christmas. I was trying to seriously get a license, get my stuff situated. My kids are autistic, Your Honor. And in order for me to take care of them financially and properly as they get older, I have to have my ducks in a row. My ducks are a little messy. So I started at the very beginning and I started working my way through, and that had to lead to taking care of legal ticket so that I can get a license and so on and so forth, because I can't keep relying on everybody else to drive me around.
I gotcha. So it's everybody else's fault. Oh, they kept moving the court date. What, for 7 years?
Where do you, ma'am,
Yes.
pay a whole lot of money. You pay a whole lot of money in taxes in this community. And there's a millage every few years for the MTA. They have a bus system that goes all over the city.
I don't live out there, Your Honor.
And where do you live?
I'm out here in Saginaw. I don't even live in Flint.
Well, they have stars in Saginaw, man. Have you heard of that?
No,
You've never heard of it.
no,
You've never heard of stars.
no.
Well, maybe that's the problem. Ma'am,
Yes.
Stars is the name for the bus system in Saginaw County.
Oh, no, I would have no idea what that was then.
So you're going to sit there and tell us that your prime concern is transport for your autistic children. Now, I definitely do not envy your situation. Being a single mother with 4 autistic children sounds incredibly challenging. But with all that said, if the reason you're in court in the first place is from trying to transport them illegally, then surely you would look at all of the options that were legal for you to do so. And if one of those options in particular was a free bus, I can't understand why you would not have looked into that. But I'm sure you'll have plenty of excuses.
I see. So in other words, what you're telling me is you never heard of the bus system in Saginaw County. I don't live there and I've heard it.
I live out here, but I don't know.
How
I'm not
long have you lived in Saginaw County? How long have you lived in Saginaw?
I've been at this house since April, May, the end of May, maybe.
Well, just for your information, STARS stands for Saginaw Transit Authority Regional Services.
Okay.
Now, I can't believe you've been there since April and haven't heard of the bus system up there.
I don't go too much of any place other than Sam's Club or Walmart for groceries.
You just contradicted yourself. You talk about you got to take your kids around. Listen, I'm not going to shilly-shally around with you.
I'm not.
Okay, I'm not signing this right now. You call the bus system up there, 989-907-4000. You find out if they have a dial-a-ride system, and then you get a bus pass. And then I'll schedule this for, what's today? The 11th?
Why do I
I'm
need
going to
a-
schedule this for a week. I'm going to schedule this for a week from now. And you're going to show me that you've done that, because I'm not going to listen to you with your excuses when you won't even take, reasonable actions to try to make sure you're not in this situation again.
I don't understand what you mean reasonable.
That's simple.
My son's dad drives me to the store when I need to go. What is that not reasonable, Your Honor? I chose not to drive because I don't want to.
You know what? Don't argue with me. If you want to argue with me, that's fine. We'll set it for trial. We'll see if the cops show, and then it'll get dismissed if the cops don't show up. You want to do that?
I'm
Or
confused.
do you
why-
want to try to do something to help yourself that you claim you want to get yourself together?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you if you could repeat the phone number for me, but you're getting loud and I don't know why.
Look it up yourself.
I think it's abundantly clear to absolutely anybody watching this. The judge is not getting angry with her. He's getting frustrated with this situation. He's trying to help her. And I think we can all agree that sometimes the best way to help somebody is to help them help themselves. So by trying to give her this opportunity to go and get her situation sorted out, he is actually helping her to try to teach her a lesson about how to look after herself and her family. But all she knows to do is to just get defensive. And I don't necessarily blame her. I'm sure she has had a very difficult life. But sometimes you just got to realize that people can't always do everything for you.
Take some positive action, like you say, and look it up. STARS. On Johnson Street, downtown Saginaw. You seriously have not seen the city buses running around Saginaw? You're telling me that?
I don't even have a social outlet with people. I don't
Hey.
like to go out. Why is that hard to believe?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess when you live in a town that has a bus system, that's had a bus system for 40 years, and there's buses up and down the streets, you know, on the main streets through the town, I guess they would be noticeable, you know, but maybe not. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Maybe I don't spend a lot of, I haven't been to Saginaw in quite a while, so I can't say,
Outside that often.
I can't say how often the buses run up there, huh?
I don't make it a point to be out in the world like that, Your Honor. I make it a point to go do what needs to be done and get home, and that's that. I'm not an outside type person. I don't like doing all that extra stuff. There's no need for it.
I don't know what that means, ma'am. I don't even know what that means. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not an outdoors person. What does that mean in terms of, ma'am, listen, you need to, ma'am, you need to kind of quit right now, because you ever heard of that expression, quit while you're ahead?
Well, I don't know why you're getting mad at me.
I'm not getting mad at you. I'm holding you accountable. And maybe somebody needs to do that. And maybe somebody needs to do that, because you've given me every excuse in the world. So if you've not heard the expression, quit while you're ahead, you should quit, because you're in the opposite direction. We'll see you next Monday on Zoom. Okay, what's next?
So there we have it, folks. Now, this is a pretty tough situation. Yes, this lady definitely has a very difficult life. And again, I don't envy her situation. But she left this go for 7 years and then wonders why the judge is getting a little bit frustrated when she keeps coming up with excuses. If you want to get things resolved, then just put your hand up, take the heat, and move on and get your life back on track. I wish her and her children all the very best with that, and I really mean that. But the attitude has to change. This is a waste of court resources. This is a waste of taxpayers' money that could be put into helping somebody like this. But unfortunately, the whole woe is me attitude, as tough as things are, has to stop. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure and hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Sláinte.